Hello, welcome back. It's Rapid Regeneration. I'm David Escamilla. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not making any medical claims or claims about diseases. This is brought to you by rapidregeneration.com, and I'm on a mission to help you to solve your health problems in a natural way, using the power of nature, using the power of your own self-healing process to detoxify and regenerate the body. That's what I did starting in 2015 until I was finally healed up by early 2019. And then since then, I've just been distilling all this information to make it easier for you than it was for me. Because I suffered bad. I overdosed in 2011. I took too much medicine and I completely poisoned my whole body, and I just felt horrible for 4 years. That's a whole other story. But basically, this episode is gonna be real quick, real short, sweet, to the point. But it's worth going over. This is critical. This can be the difference between a life full of the body not working and problems and health, vitality. You want to look young, you want to be youthful, energetic. This is the key. It's the difference between simple sugars and complex sugars. Basically, sugar is the modern day boogeyman. It's blamed for all the problems, the weight problems, the health problems, the deficiencies. And in part, this is correct. But that's true for complex sugars, but not for simple sugars. Simple sugars are fuel to your body. It's the best possible energy for your body. Without simple sugars, your body has to basically run off your fat reserves or even break down body tissue. This is very, very involved for the liver to break down fat and then back into glycogen and make it into energy. It's very, very involved, overworking your body, acid forming, and basically simple sugars are 100% essential, and they'll put your body into a state of harmony with little to no downsides. Complex sugars are entirely different. They're more complicated. They have to be broken down into simple sugars before they can even be used. They create over-acidity into the body. They're extremely harmful and even lethal. So simple sugars are known as monosaccharides, in other words, one sugar. There's 5 basic types: glucose from vegetables, fructose from fruits, galactose from mother's milk, ribose from fruits and vegetables, and deoxyribose from fruits and vegetables. Now keep in mind that you really can't break down milk anyways after the age of 3 because your body stops producing the enzymes for them. So that's one kind of little exception. Okay, your complex sugars are known as disaccharides or polysaccharides. There's 5 types: sucrose, which is like from sugarcane or beet sugar; lactose from milk and dairy; maltose from grains and seeds; starch from plants like your starchy plants; and cellulose, which is from plants of all types. Now, as you read through this or listen to this, it should become clear that these 2 types of sugars couldn't be more different. So simple sugars are basically your elementary building blocks to get yourself healthy from fruits and vegetables. I mean, we all know that fruits and vegetables are healthy. And so when people say don't eat too much sugar, what they should really be saying is don't eat artificially processed sugars, refined sugars. Don't eat milk and dairy. Don't eat grain products like bread and rice and pasta. And don't eat starchy foods like potatoes and corn. Cellulose is the one exception. Cellulose provides basically fiber, and it's not really digested. It's just transported through the bowels, so it's actually like a cleaning broom. This is beneficial, but the other 4 complex sugars are big time problems. So basically, when you digest simple sugars, it gets absorbed through the intestines, transported to the cells, Glucose still needs insulin to go across the cell wall. Fructose needs very little to no insulin because it will enter into the cell wall because of its high electrical energy by means of diffusion. So basically, when you digest complex sugars, first the complex sugars need to be broken down into simple sugars via the digestive system before they could be going into the bloodstream. Now, when this happens, you create excess carbon, creates carbon dioxide, carbonic acid. Now you have acids. Now the kidneys and the body has to alter the acids. This can create water retention, cholesterol plaque, mucus, calcium loss, and many other problems. In addition, when you have so much excess carbon creation, you can have this overload of glucose. You can overwork the pancreas in creating insulin to assist with the energy transport. That's where you get these foods that have a high glycemic index. You also overwork the liver to convert basically this excess carbon into fat reserves or storing it as glycogen. And of course, the kidneys get overworked to try to alkalize this whole acidic mess. So, yeah, I mean, acidic conditions are created when you eat complex sugars. And not only that, but how about the fermentation of these complex sugars? Because they can't really get fully digested properly. And so a lot of times they end up just fermenting in the body as they go through the gut. This creates an overgrowth of Candida. How about a yeast infection of the whole body? How about fungus, harmful organisms? Because they thrive on fermented sugars, fermented foods. And so you're eating foods that are basically gonna turn into rotted waste in the gut. These are what happens with complex sugars. So that's the thing. Simple sugars, very alkaline forming, energizing, alkalizing to the body. So yes, that's the deal with simple sugars versus complex sugars. I will give the mainstream media credit, the mainstream scientific community credit. They're half right when they say sugars are so bad, don't eat sugars. This is a half truth. So they're throwing out the baby with the bathwater. Why are you doing it? I don't understand. Simple sugars are the only real proper fuel for the body. I mean, it seems insane to villainize all sugars when our survival depends on simple sugars for fuel. So, I mean, have we lost the plot? Where did we go astray here? So we need to understand the more nuanced approach of what does this bogeyman actually look like, and what does he definitely not look like. So now it's dangerous. Both sides of this coin are dangerous. If you ignore the perils of eating complex sugars, that's dangerous. Eat them at your own risk. If you're going to eat these complex sugars, and I know you love them, I know this is not easy. We're talking about your breads, your tortillas, your chips, your crackers, your pasta, your rice. How about like your potatoes? How about corn? These are your complex sugars. I mean, they're not easy to give up. You can find alternate products that have similar texture, similar taste to these things, so that you can still get your fix. If you really need that, go to rapidregeneration.com/cheat foods. Where you can find products that are not going to be as bad, because they are bad and you're hooked on them probably, eating some of these. And so I understand it's not easy, but just understand, eat them at your own risk, And also, don't eat simple sugars at your own risk. If you're one of these people that's like, I'm on a sugar detox and I'm on 0 sugar input, you're running a huge risk of not giving your body simple sugars in their energizing and alkalizing role to your body. So watch out for both of those. And you don't have to go cold turkey, but, most of the world's population are eating way too much complex sugars, and they're not eating enough simple sugars. And you should figure this out. I mean, because it is true what they're saying, that sugars are the devil and sugars will kill you and all this type of thing. So don't eat complex sugars. It's true. It's half true what they are saying. I agree. And eating fruit shouldn't be that hard, because it's delicious if you get it ripe and fresh, and so that part should be easy. But this complex sugar thing, you gotta get with the program and really start to wrap your mind around what you're doing when you're eating these foods, and the kind of acidic conditions, fermenting conditions, inviting parasites. Just basically, these foods are creating more harm than they are good. And this is also true for alcohol. I hate to say this, it's a complex sugar. I hate to say it, because I know you love it. But yes, and then go ahead and there's a segment talking about grains specifically, and beans. I mean, those are really tough things for people to give up. So there's a segment covering that. That's coming up. But for now, just understand the big difference and understand how harmful that these foods can be. They are truly very acidic food, can cause all kinds of health problems that I'll cover more in detail in that segment. But just understand this and try to move in this direction. The faster that you can do it is the faster you're gonna get to your health goals and solve your health problems. So I'm on a mission to help you do that. If there's anything I can do to help, okay, if you need coaching, I have just crazy amounts of experience working with myself as well as others. So that is something that I offer one-on-one, very, very reasonable rates. If you go to rapidregeneration.com. Everyone needs a coach. Even I have a coach. But if you can't afford it, if it doesn't make sense to spend money on that or invest in that, I totally get it. And that's why I'm giving you this for free, all this information. So I'm honored to help you. Keep going, keep learning, and you're going to do amazing. And let me know if you're having success. Please let me know, because your feedback makes it all worthwhile. That's it for now. I'll see you on the next segment. Bye for now.
For more information, please follow @Rapid Regeneration or visit rapidregeneration.com.